playing music, getting people dancing, commanding the dance floor. My name is Mfundo Gumede and stage name is DJ Chedder. I started doing house parties. I was using a DVD player with surround sound kind of. I was traveling around with it, so it kind of came because it was just like, oh, you're all about the cheddar, you want to make money in every way. So that's where the name came from. So that's how it became DJ Chedder, and I kind of just stuck with it. I've always been into music from a very young age. I grew up with my grandparents. They actually bought me my own radio with like a little vinyl on top. So I've just been into music ever since, and it's only when I came to Ireland is when I actually started DJing. My first actual gig, we booked a venue. There was a venue called Newport, and I did my all-white birthday, and it was such a huge success that the venue was full, and there was people lining up all the way up to the Tesco door waiting to get in, and they just couldn't get in because there was no capacity for them. So from there onwards, I just decided, you know what, this is what I want to do, and I stopped doing house parties and I just focused on doing clubs, pubs and bar gigs. I was throwing gigs here and there, but I was never getting booked for gigs. So I decided to stop throwing gigs for a little while, and I was just going out every weekend to different bars and just meeting DJs, talking to DJs, and I did that for 7-8 months. I met one of my closest friends actually, who was also a DJ. That night he offered me to come over to his club where he was playing. When we got there, it was all well, it was good, and he had known that I'm a DJ, so obviously he needed to go to the bathroom and whatever, so he asked me to mix a few songs for him. So I did that, and he was happy enough with that, and he asked me the following week, could I cover a gig for him in that club, and that club was called the Bowery. That's how I got into the Bowery, and I became a resident there every weekend. I had gigs in there, and then it just went on and on and on. I've been a resident in quite a lot of venues. I think it's easier to count the venues I haven't played in Cork City at this stage. Most of it was self-taught. In this career, you need to know people. So it's like any other career, you need to know people. I kind of had friends as well who were DJs, who kind of helped me polish the craft. So they were kind of a big help to me in polishing the craft and helping me kind of direct myself where I wanted to go and where I am today. I've built up a relationship with managers of venues. So majority of the time, if a venue is looking for a DJ, and at the moment I'm kind of based in Clancy's only because they give me enough work as it is, but I still get calls from other venues asking me, oh, could you do this gig on this weekend, and I just can't do it because, as I said, Clancy's is keeping me busy. But I've built up that relationship with managers that they can actually call me and book me for gigs. I'm what you call an open format DJ. So basically I can do any genre of music. I don't have a specific genre. Sometimes you get hip hop DJs, house DJs, whereas I am an open format, so in my sets I could play hip hop, house, dance music, techno, everything all in one set. They trust me enough. That's why they book me. The party culture, the nightlife, it's quite similar. As much as Ireland wouldn't be as crazy as South Africa, but it's very similar. And obviously Christianity and everything like that as well, we follow the same thing, so we wouldn't kind of be very far apart. For myself personally, to bridge that gap, that's why I got myself a South African woman. Just to keep it. I never actually gave up my day job. It's kind of like a hobby that actually started making me money. But obviously, it gets to you. It gets to you. You kind of get exhausted, and burnt out. I have a little one as well, so to be honest, I just wing it. I won't lie to you. There's no balancing it. I just go with the flow, but my partner does a lot of things to help out. So without her, I think a lot of things will fall apart. We just gotta keep it moving. When I'm at work or when I'm at gigs, she is at home, minding the baby, making sure that everything, taking care of the house, and so those are all things I can't do when I'm at work or when I'm at gigs. So she kind of takes care of all of that. So she keeps the household running where I can't. My grandmother moved here when I just started high school in South Africa, and my grandmother was living in Ireland and she was living alone, so she wanted someone to come and live with her, but I refused because I was still in school. So she waited until I finished, and literally, my final exam was in December. A week later, she bought a ticket, a flight to Ireland, and never gave me a choice. And I had to get on that flight, and here I am, 20 years later. My son is quite interested in it. He's quite interested in it, and he's forever watching YouTube videos of me. And in school, he's always bringing it up to his teachers that I'm a DJ. So, yeah, biggest mistake that artists and musicians and DJs do is quit their jobs because they want to focus on DJing. You're not just gonna start getting booked every day. So you need to keep your day job. You need to build up those relationships with management, with promoters, with everyone, with other DJs, and then also equipment wise as well. You need to buy equipment, you need to have equipment at home to practice and all these things. So you can't, a lot of people expect that you just can't become a DJ and you'll get into a club and start playing. It doesn't work like that. There's a lot of practice that goes into it. There's a lot of downloading music that goes into it. There's a lot of digging for music that goes into it. So it's hard work. It's not easy. I've opened up for quite a few DJs. I would say my favorite moment was opening up for DJ Black Coffee when he came to Ireland in Galway years ago.